Hello students. Last class we discussed about the clampers and positive clampers also. In that we detailedly discussed about the how capacitor will act, how capacitor will store the energy. So it depends on the time constant. So by using the concept we will discuss extended of the types of clampers, that is negative clamper, and next one is the negative clamper with the level shifter. So here negative clamper same as the passive clamper, but we have negative clamper with have reverse of the diode. So N side is from ground side and P side is up to the capacitor and resistor connection. So same connection, we have the input voltage applied from here. We will collect the output from the load resistor, and clamper circuit consisting of the capacitor as well as a diode with a load. Load is the R. Here, so every time we need to discuss how capacitor stores energy, how capacitor stores power is very difficult. That's why we will consider the two cases. First case when diode is on. First case is diode is on. Diode is on condition means capacitor gets charged. Capacitor gets charged. This is the first case. Second case is diode is off, then capacitor can discharge. Right? How it happens we already discussed. So here when the diode is on, first case when diode is on, so look at the diagram. Diode is on means here we have a input voltage and the capacitor. Diode is on means diode will be short circuited, and this is short circuited, automatically resistor also no use of the resistor. This is also become the short circuit. Then here the supply, for the positive supply, this is the current will be flow like this. There is no use of the resistor. So now we can write a equation. The equation is between the input voltage and the capacitor voltage. Capacitor will stores like this. This is the capacitor voltage. Now if we draw the loop equation, the loop equation is minus V input. Capacitor will store the energy Vc. Then the capacitor voltage will become V in. V in means when capacitor gets charged, this is forward biased condition. For positive peak, capacitor gets charged. For positive means, that means input must be plus Vm. So then the capacitor will get the input voltage is Vm. For the positive half cycle, capacitor gets charged Vm, that value capacitor voltage is equal maximum voltage. And the second case, so for this second case, capacitor gets discharged when diode is off. The capacitor releases the energy. The capacitor is discharged simply. Capacitor is discharged simply. That means, so for what case it is possible? So input voltage, this is the input voltage, and capacitor already charged here. This is the plus Vm. This is the open, and this is the load, the resistor, and output voltage. Now we will write the loop equation. The loop equation is, we can write, so this capacitor supply, so minus V in plus Vc plus V naught equals to 0. then the output voltage equal to V input minus capacitor voltage Vc. But what is the value of Vc? Vc value is Vm. Then the output voltage will become, but capacitor voltage is nothing but Vm value. Then the output voltage equal to V input minus Vm. V input minus Vm. By using this formula, the voltage will be generated. By using this formula, the voltage will be, the output waveform will be decided. But in the first case, we discussed about how capacitor charging discharging is possible. But here we don't need, just using this formula we substitute this. So for that purpose, for input is 0, it start from the minus Vm. For input is 0 and input is Vm, it reaches to 0. Okay, it reaches to 0. For input is 0, again it reaches to, for input is 0, again it reaches to Vm. And by input is Vm, it reaches to minus 2 Vm. It's Vm. Again it's minus 2 Vm. So this is the flow it will be followed. So we can draw the diagram by using the equation. We will draw like this. So for input 0, it is minus Vm. For input Vm, it become the 0. For input 0, again it become minus Vm. For input minus Vm, it become the minus 2 Vm. Minus 2 Vm. Again for input 0, it become the minus Vm. For input 0, it become, for input Vm, it become the 0. So it will follow the equation. So by using the equation of output voltage, we will draw the output voltage. By using the equation of this, we will draw the output voltage. So in order to understand clearly, just you assume when diode is on. We will get when the diode is on, automatically capacitor gets charging. That only. But if the diode is off, it is not possible to charge. And when diode is off, capacitor gets discharged. That time, look at here, capacitor get discharged. That condition, capacitor voltage also acting as input. Then by using this formula, it is possible. So at this condition, capacitor always in the discharging mode. Always in the discharging mode, right? So this is the negative clamper. That means we are giving the input is general sinusoidal voltage, but this is the DC level. This is the DC level. This DC level will be shifted to this point. Shifted. So that's why it is called as the negative clamper. Okay. Next is the negative clamper with the level shifter. So up to now we discussed about the negative clamper. Here we are using the level shifter. Just observe the diagram. Here we have the capacitor and we have a diode, and the reference voltage is there. We have a resistor is there, and this is the output voltage. This is the output voltage generally. Here we are using the level shifter is E. E is the level shifter. That means at output it will get the E is the voltage. So biasing some voltage. So when we are using the level shifter, then we have slight changes in the output waveform. So we have, this is the input waveform. Look at this. This is the input waveform, but we have the slight changes in the output waveform. So those are we have to discuss here. First case we have to discuss when diode is on. The first case is simply case 1, when diode is in on condition. When the diode on is possible whenever input voltage is more than V, because at this terminal we have the voltage of E. but positive terminal must be more than the V. So that's why the input voltage must be greater than the E. E means some biasing voltage. Some biasing voltage. At that condition, the circuit is becomes like this. The circuit is, so this is the input voltage and capacitor is there, and this will be on, diode will be on, means it becomes short circuited, and it has the E biasing voltage, and this is the resistor. This is the resistor and this is the V0. So at this condition, the current will be, it is only positive, more greater than E means it may be the positive. So at this condition, the current will be flow like this. The current will be flow like this. Then capacitor will be charged. That's why it gives plus. Capacitor gets charged. So now we will write the equation is like this. The equation is the loop equation, minus input voltage plus capacitor voltage plus E equals to 0. E equals to 0. But for positive half cycle, V input will become VM. V input will become VM. That's why we have to substitute input, take it as the VM plus VM, and this is the capacitor voltage plus E. And the thing is, you have to write capacitor is in charging mode. In charging mode only when diode is on, right? So now you can write the capacitor voltage VC equals to VM minus E. VM minus E. So by using this formula, when the capacitor is on, off, then we will, when the diode is off, that time capacitor will be discharged. That time we will redraw the waveforms, right? So for the second case, look at the second case. So here the case 2, when diode is off, means capacitor is discharged. This condition we know that capacitor is discharged means, then how it acts? It acts like this. So this is the input voltage and the capacitor, and this is the open and the capacitor. Here the resistor is the load, is the resistor, and it will act as the output. It will act as the output. Now the current is, so this is input, general input, minus and plus, just take it as just positive direction. VC is there, and sorry, this is the E. Positive case, this is the E. Now the current will be flows like this because there is a open circuit is there. Current will be flows like this. Now you will find out the output voltage. The output voltage is like this. So minus V input plus VC plus V0 equals to 0. But in the previous case we already find out the VC equal to VM minus E. But from equation 1 you have to write the equation 1, that VC equals to VM minus E. Just substitute the VC value, substitute the V input. VC value is, you know that VM minus E minus plus V0 equals to 0. Then now you can write the output equation equal V input minus VM plus E. So this is the final output equation. The final output equation of the level shifter negative clamper. The final output equation is the level shifter negative clamper. Okay, by using this phenomena we can draw the equation. For 0 it will become minus Vm plus C. This is the point. For Vm it become plus Vm minus Vm cancel. This is the point. So these are the points are mentioned. So by using that equation we will draw the waveform. That waveform is like this. That waveform is follows this path. So now the shifting will be positive E. Here if you observe here, shifting is positive E. Shifting E plus E. Why plus E? We are connecting, if you observe here, we are connecting only plus E here. That's why so for no shift, for zero shift, the output voltage equal to V input minus Vm generally. For example, positive shift plus E is connected, then the output is become V input minus Vm plus E. And for example, if negative shifting is provided, then the output is V input minus Vm minus E, like that. So whichever represented in the output is shown as connected to the diode, that will be shown as the output. So that's why this is the shifting. This is the shifting like that. Okay, this is about negative clamper with level shifter. Whenever he is mentioned the shifting means, first you observe it is plus C or minus C. It is plus C, then the equation will get plus C. If the minus C, you will get the equation as minus C. Okay, I think all of you understand this concept, negative clamper as well as negative clamper with the level shifter. Okay, whenever you have any doubts on this topic, just look at the first positive clamper, then you analyze how capacitor is charging, how capacitor is discharging, apply the same principle for the remaining all the clampers. Then you will understand very easily about the clampers. Okay, thank you.